I think one of the biggest challenges we face in our current shelter-in-place situation is the tendency to feel stuck. Not only is our mobility and life as we knew it before greatly restricted, but we don't even know when these restrictions are going to be relaxed, when the restrictions are going to be lifted, and so we feel stuck. And whenever we feel stuck, that's an open door to feeling discouraged. It's an open door to feeling scared. It's an open door to experiencing a lack of motivation. Today we're looking at the 122nd Psalm within the Psalms of Ascent, and this psalm has a lot to speak to us when we're feeling stuck. Specifically, it says this: we draw inspiration to pray about the future, to seek the Lord for what is to come, by remembering what God has done in the past, by remembering what He's done for us personally, and by remembering what He's done in a general sense for Israel, within the body of Messiah, and in His work in the world. Psalm 122 says, a song of ascents of David. I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Our feet have been standing within your gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem, built as a city that is bound firmly together, to which the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, as was decreed for Israel, to give thanks to the name of the Lord. There thrones for judgment were set, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Sha'arei Shalom Yerushalayim. May they be secure who love you. Peace be within your walls, and security within your towers. For my brothers' and companions' sake I will say, peace be within you. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek your good. What the psalmist does here is begins by remembering a time, a personal memory of being invited to go up to Jerusalem and to go up to worship the Lord in the temple, and the gladness that he experienced as a result of that. He then recounts Jerusalem as the place where the tribes went up and as the seat of judgment for the house of David, thinking about the greatness of this city of the Lord. From there, he moves toward looking toward the future and praying for the future. Future peace, future prosperity, future unity among the people there in Jerusalem. Well, the pattern that we see here is a pattern that I think is helpful for us if we're feeling stuck. What we can do to begin to draw some inspiration about the future and some hope in God working this out in the future is to remember what God has done in the past for us personally. Remembering that time when we've received healing. Remembering that time when we've prayed for a loved one and that prayer has been answered. Remembering that time when we've needed employment or a loved one has been in need of employment and that prayer has been answered. These are the personal remembrances from which we draw encouragement. And then we can remember God's work in a general sense, the way He's always been faithful to His people, the way He's always been faithful to His word, the way He is able to work together for good that which doesn't look like there's any possibility for good. I think that when we're remembering in this way God's great work in our lives, it should inspire us to have hope that yes, the restrictions will be relaxed. Yes, they will be lifted. Yes, we will be able to interact once again, whether it be in our jobs and in communities in which we're a part, and on Shabbat and holidays within the congregation. Yes, we will get there, but we have to remember to trust the Lord in and through it. When we remember that, and when we're inspired to pray about the future, we don't feel as stuck. When we remember that, and when we're inspired to pray about the future, we know that there's movement, even if we're not feeling it at this moment. But God is at work and He is at work in your life, in our life as a community, and in this world which He created. Let's look to Him, pray for healing and wholeness and restoration, and remember that we serve a God who does just that.